we get word over the radio that these guys led by Hatch, I think, they've heard that they're playing for one Bud Light. And this is after Rich has been on the boat and the yacht and all this stuff. And they're grumbling, you know what? We're not playing for a Bud Light. And this is baloney. We've already had a luxury cruise. They better have something better. So the producers call and they tell Burnett, you know, we got possible mutiny here. They are really tired. This is day 33 or 4 or whatever. Starving. And we know enough about Richard and Sue and these guys. It wouldn't have surprised us if they showed up and said, not doing it. You know, not doing it. So Burnett just, he goes into Burnett mode and he says, well, first of all, I just want to say that if our sponsors weren't here, I'd just say, screw them. You want to go home? Go home. I'll keep the money. I still got a show. But I can't do that. So I got to think of something. And he just sort of invited people. There was a couple of people there and he just said, what can we do? And people started throwing out ideas. And somehow he just took a piece here and piece there and he goes, all right, I got it. And that means shut up. And he says, here it is. The winner is playing for Bud Light because we got to get the sponsor in. And then they're playing for dinner with you, Jeff, at a Malaysian bar, which Kelly, the production designer, is going to build right now. And they're gonna watch the first 10 minutes of Survivor. And literally he gets on the walkie-talkie, or somebody did, and said, Kelly, base camp, which is huge with things, tents everywhere and all this stuff, you got to make a tiny little Malaysian bar out of this. And you have about 3 hours. So we did the challenge. Kelly wins. They go pick her up, take her on a boat, blindfold her, drive her around for an hour and a half in the water in circles. She gets off the deck at the dock, and she's still blindfolded, and I start spinning some yarn about, now, you're at another island, this is where the crew comes, and sure enough, I mean, we get her in this little place, 35 Malaysian guys walking around smoking and drinking and talking loud, and Kelly ends up telling Richard what a great experience she had. And it wasn't until the wrap party afterwards that we brought her up and said, you recognize this place? And she just goes, oh my God. And Rich goes, you told me you went to another island. And, you know, it was like the Sting. It was the greatest con.